According to wellness beliefs, dating back thousands of years, your body possesses an unspoken wisdom that we seek to enhance. These sources of energy, known as your chakras, lend power to your everyday pursuits and guide your state of well-being throughout the day. We created mantra essential oils to help you tap into these innermost points of energy. Mantra essential oils are nature's sources to align your energies, calm your senses, and connect with your inner self. We invite you to experience each blend traditionally used for its own therapeutic properties. Balance the connection between mind, body, and spirit. Mantra essential oils. Order from an affiliate today.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you here at the Meditation Messages and Magic Experience. As you all know by now, unless this is the first time you're on the show, my mission statement, my goal with the show and with my website and everything I do is to make you feel good. Because I think that that's your main job. Your main job right now on Earth, taking in consideration the situation where we're in now, your main job is to hold the light, to feel good, to keep the vibration high, so that you can make up for the other people who choose or who cannot, because of the circumstances, to keep the vibration high. People that are in pain, people who have all kinds of troubles, who are suffering of anxiety or for any reason, they cannot be high vibrational. Your job is to do that for them, so that we can have an average on Earth that's high vibrational, so that we can step to the next level. Okay, so your main job is to feel good, and anything else is secondary. Don't focus too much on them. Focus on what you can do to feel good, to improve your life, to make sure your cup is full, the oxygen, the mask, your oxygen, so you have enough oxygen so you can give other people oxygen. Okay, so that's how I see all of it. That's the only problem-solving skill you've got. Unless you're a politician, high-level white hat, or someone else that has the power to do more. If you're not one of them, politicians or someone like that, your job or the only thing you can do to make this world a better place is look after yourself, make sure you're feeling great, make sure people around you feel great, help your community, people who are around you, so that the vibration on Earth is as high as possible. Okay, although, like I said before, my goal is to make you feel good. I focused on my website, because you cannot talk about everything, so you need to niche. You keep like a narrow niche. That's why I chose to focus on meditation, messages, and magic. But there are other things as well that you need to, or that you can think about, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. Although these things, in one way or the other, will still link into meditation, messages, or magic, I just decided it wouldn't hurt to just talk about 3 actions or things that you can do today or ponder today to make you feel better, or make you feel good. Okay, the first one is listen to your body's rhythm. talking about that, then I need to start with asking or to wish everybody like a fabulous full moon. Today is strawberry full moon. Yesterday was the end of Mercury retrograde, so like the 22nd was the last day of Mercury retrograde. It means that yesterday you still felt like the result, and by today it's supposed to be better. What is Mercury about? Mercury is about communication. So you might like since May, I think end of May till the 22nd of June, communication is harder, more fights, more problems with like I could not write, and even if I did write, I mean, I've got stuff that I've written for the website about like the major arcana. I started writing about the suits, but that stuff is full of mistakes. I have to do edits, and I cannot keep my mind on the edits. And why? Because it's harder. So I do a bit by bit, because you cannot use like the retrograde as excuse for not doing nothing. But I'm like, I go slower. I notice I go slower. Why? Because of the Mercury retrograde. Mercury is about communication. Writing is a way of communicating. You know, like I said, I'm writing this stuff full of mistakes. Like, okay, no problem. I'm going to write them anyway. Keep them there. I'm going to edit, like maybe in the weekend or what have you. So that's it. So, and going back to listen to your body's rhythm. Like today's full moon. Now the retrograde, like I said, the retrograde was over 22nd, the 23rd. It's still by today and tomorrow. Communication is supposed to go like a little bit easier. And I need to tell you something as well. I wanted to tell you yesterday, but I forgot, so I'm going to tell you today. I think we're up to something major. Why? The night of the June 22nd to 23rd, so not last night, but the night before, I had this very strange dream. And the reason why I'm sharing it with you is because I think that this dream might have to do with the world and not only my personal life. Why? I dreamt a kind of Jurassic Park scenario. That suddenly, like, there were like, there was a dinosaur in my area, and there was no electricity, and we would get news from the radio, like this kind of transistor radio with batteries, and we were like several people in the house together, and we were listening to the news about this dinosaur that was roaming around the world. And the news, I was sitting there with my family because of the situation. I got my mom and dad, and one of my sisters was at the house as well, besides my husband, my daughter. And we were all there listening to this small surface radio. And the radio was saying there are 9 of these dinosaurs all over the world. And I'm like, 9 dinosaurs? And one of them was roaming in this area. And suddenly the house, it was the house I envisioned in the dream was not exactly the same house as my normal house. It was a house I had like when I was living in Spain. So it had 2 stories. And at a certain moment, the noise of the panic of all the people around me was so distressing for my mom, because I'm someone who can like keep my cube of light, and you could be yelling, and I'm cool. But my mom was getting stressed out, so I took my and the people that were yelling really were looking like South Americans. So I think it was like in South America was one of the dinosaurs was roaming there, and because they looked like very native. Yes, they look like native South Americans or Americans. And so I took my mom and my sister and my husband and my daughter, and we went to this other room. and we locked the door so that my mom wouldn't hear the yelling and the discomfort, and to avoid anyone going in. And I remember looking through the window and saw like the head of the dinosaur. I mean, this is crazy. And after a while, we all got into this car, and because we were going to go to somewhere. And I think all this is very symbolic. And everybody had their driver's seat on. I mean, I was the only one who didn't have it on, because I think my husband was beside my husband was in the car in front with my father, and my sister and me and my daughter, and so like the girls and the family were sitting in the back. And I was the only one who didn't have like a security belt. And we were going through this gateway or this place, and a police officer stopped us and said, "You have to put your seat belts on as well." And he wouldn't allow us to continue until I had my seat belt on. And he was smiling. So what is about to come is not, I don't think it's going to be something bad, but it's going to be intense. It's going to be like a roller coaster thing. So it's intense, but it's not really bad for you, or it's not really going to severely damage you, but it will shake in you. So I had this dream between the 22nd and 23rd, and my dreams tend to be pretty prophetic. I mean, when things have happened in my life, I had dreams that warned me. So I think there's something cooking. And the reason why I'm telling you is because I don't think that this thing that's cooking, I don't think it's like my family thing. Because of this transistor radio that was in the room, and that told me, yes, and we have 9 of these dinosaurs roaming over the whole earth. And I was talking with my mom about why they were here, but I mean, okay, that was, I don't want to spend, I've spent already 10 minutes, talking about this dream. Okay. But just to tell you, because maybe I felt compelled to tell you, maybe someone needs to know this. Okay. So if I talk too much, too bad. At least I said it. Okay. So like I said, my first tip on how to feel good is listen to your body, listen to follow like, your body, and your body has a lot to do with the stars, with the moon. I mean, 90% of your body is water. We all know the effect of water. We know what the moon does with the ebb and the flow. And so listen to the natural rhythm of your body. That was like my first thing that I think that will help you feel good. If you try to go against nature and against the natural flow of things, you will get very exhausted and you won't achieve what you think, because you might think, oh, I'm working hard, I'm going to achieve this and I'm going to achieve that, and that won't happen. And you will see someone next to you doing a lot less of effort and having way more success and being way more efficient, and you will find it unfair, and you will be complaining that the world is unfair. Why do I and she can? And it's because you're not listening to the natural rhythm and your inner system. And because you don't do that, you may working 3 times as hard as somebody else and still achieve 1/3 because of that. Okay, so go like with the flow, enjoy, take advantage of the stream, and enjoy going like downstream, and avoid swimming upstream, because it's going to be exhausting and you will achieve less. Okay, so that's number 1. The second one is be happy with yourself and take care of everything that prevents you to feel that way. Okay, you need to be proud of yourself. You need to be happy with yourself. And if there are things that are bothering you, stop with them. And this is not a chat that's that I'm not trying to be your sanctimonious telling you don't do this, don't do that, because you decide what you do. the only thing that's important is not what you do, is how you feel about what you do. Okay, that means, for example, if you feel complete, if you're eating your steak and you feel absolutely okay with eating steak, and you don't feel bothered about the cow, what the cow went through, how it was slaughtered, if you don't care about his adrenaline and the fear he felt before he died, if you're just enjoying your steak and you're having fabulous time eating that steak, go ahead and eat that steak, eat that meat, do what you need to do. Okay. But if you're someone who feels uncomfortable doing it, find a way to stop. Okay? Find a way to stop eating meat or doing things that you may feel uncomfortable about. If you don't know how to achieve that, ask for it. Ask God for a way, because there is a way. Like the way I became vegan was not, and I'm not vegan, I'm like veganish, was like not the ideal way, but I got it sorted. What do I mean? Like in my case, I always wanted to be a vegan, but I didn't know how to achieve that because I didn't feel I had enough self control or self discipline to even try something like that. And my family, we like my youngest brother is very good in barbecue, and we would come together. Me, my sister, my two other brothers and their wives. Sometimes only we with the kids, because the other ones are still a little bit outside. So we would come with the kids and we would barbecue and talk, and so it's like very. So fabulous that I wouldn't be able to give up that, to be around the fire and be barbecuing, and my sister would make the salad and I would bring some whiskey because I'm not so very good cooking, and we would come like to my parents' house and chat and poke jokes, talk about all the crazy things we did as kids. I mean, it's meat and barbecuing, and that's so much part of my life, my memories as a kid, that there was no way I felt I could do it that without feeling any type of without feeling robbed in one way or the other. And it sorted itself out. I got like this fibroids. Every time I ate meat or drank milk or had eggs, I mean, I would feel like, when you're about to get a baby, like the cramps. That's the way I felt every time I had an egg, had milk. I could eat everything. I couldn't eat nothing animal except fish. Besides, so I was vegan. So I noticed that, or I did research, and finally, like, I noticed that when I was vegan, so that means I'm almost vegan. I don't eat meat and I don't eat eggs and nothing except for fish. Like then I would be fine. And then I discovered it had to do with the hormones that's in, and okay, so, and it wasn't very difficult then, because if you feel the cramps I felt every time you eat a boiled egg, every time you have a glass of milk, every time, I mean, it's like this abuse you would feel. I don't care who you are, you would be cured, because it's so traumatic, that pain, that you would stop eating that. So it was like, it took me like a month to stop. And like the first month was the hardest one, because I was going crazy. So I need to, I was used to this stuff. So I had to go to this supermarket, spend like massive amounts of money in cheese, fake cheese, like vegan cheese, and eat like bunches of shrimp, because shrimp was in the list of things that I could eat without having pain. And eat massive amounts of fish, and eat these fake, like fake meat. I can't believe it's not meat, or like those kind of brands. I had to eat all this kind of stuff to make me believe that I'm having a hamburger, so I can, relax because if not, I would like go insane, because it's addiction. Meat, and it's addiction. Why is it an addiction? Because when you think it's only the products, but you're addicted to the adrenaline the animal felt the adrenochrome or the adrenaline that the animal felt before being killed. You're addicted to that, and not having that, it's hard. But after a while, fooling myself. After a while, I could stop, replace it by beans, without going crazy because I couldn't have the stuff that I felt I needed. Okay, so enfin, I achieved it, and now I'm almost vegan. I will have fish once in a while, or if I'm invited to the home of somebody, or I go to a party, and that's the only thing there is, I will eat it. So in the real life, I will eat meat like once a month, once in 2 months. Some in like more Christmas time, maybe it can happen twice a month that I eat meat. But so I wanted to become a vegan. And I achieved it. I'm not going to say it was very pleasant, but I've achieved it. Why? Because I said, I want to be vegan. I don't have discipline. God showed me the way. And it happened. Okay. So make sure you're happy with yourself and take care of anything that prevents you to feel that way. And if you don't know how, just ask for guidance from spirit, from God, from Jehovah, from whoever, your ancestors. Ask for guidance. And I promise you that you will find something will happen that will guide you to achieve what you want to do. Okay, just like I said, just like what I'm telling about, like meat, that works as well. If you're someone who drinks lots of alcohol or smokes a lot, or you sleep around and you feel ashamed of yourself, and you feel, or anything that you're doing that you're not proud about, or you feel ignorant because you didn't go to college. I don't care. Whatever makes you feel inadequate, start taking steps to take care of it. Solve it. And if you don't know how to do it, ask for guidance and you will be shown a way. Okay? Because what works for you won't be working for somebody else. I cannot tell you, you need to do this, this, and this to solve that, because it might have been successful for me, but for you, there might be something else. So ask for guidance, and as for sure now, in the times we're now, I promise you, you will get guidance. Let me mind the chat before I continue. Yes, I did 1 and 2 already. Let me look at the comments. Okay. Good morning, Mother of Messages. Great to have you here. Glad that you're here. Glad that hope this helps. The info here. Mother of Messages, that's very interesting. I used to have recurring dreams about being in a stampede with wild animals. I was sheltered through. Almost all of the animals were taking over the land. Yes, this was similar, but there were only dinosaurs. But it's, yes. Maybe it has a certain meaning that I don't know, but I will find that out. It wasn't your feelings, but your babies, no? What? I don't know. I don't understand, but maybe I'll figure it out later. Good day. Hello, everyone. Glad to have you here. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so the last advice I have for feeling good is to avoid mainstream media and social media as much as possible. And I know this is not very easy, right? Mainstream media is not very hard, at least for me, it isn't. Social media is a little bit harder. It was a little bit harder for me because I have a business. I have a tutoring service, and I've got bills, and I need clients. And if I don't use social media, it's like a very important way or stream of clients. If you have a business and nobody knows you exist, how are you going to get clients? And if you don't have clients, how are you going to pay for the internet? How are you going to pay for all the stuff that you need? I mean, even like in my case, I have my business is at home online, so I don't. I'm in a luxury position. I don't have like premises and like huge expenses. But even in the best case scenario, still you need to have an internet connection. If like I'm an online tutor, you need to have an internet connection. You need an accountant, unless you can do your accounting yourself. But I'm not very good in this kind of stuff. I don't know what's deductible and those kind of stuff. And I mean, it's important to have a home business, because a lot of things are deductible, and it helps. Like the business will pay like 1/3 of your electricity bill, will pay certain things. So it's very important and intelligent to have a home business. So I am like, okay, how I'm going to take care of stop social media with a business. Okay. But I found a way, like I said, avoid these kind of things as much as possible, and when it's not possible, be creative. I found a way with Pinterest I've learned like to work with Pinterest in a way that, although I'm not online on Facebook and those kinds of stuff, I'm still there, but I avoid it. I've managed like to. I'm hardly on Facebook. And I'm still going by. It's maybe a little bit less, but I can at least, more or less live like a normal life. See, I try to avoid a lot of the people too self-employed. Yes. It started like before. It was very difficult for me. I was addicted to Facebook too, and this kind of stuff. It became easy. When it became easy, when they started with this pop-up thing, this injection here, that thousands of people posting about that, poking fun of people who refuse this, telling you that you're an evil person because you don't want this, and telling you that you're a donkey, that you're this, and mocking you. When that started, then it became easy for me to stop, because like I said, I'm not good in taking abuse. So so then it became easy to stop, and I said, okay. I didn't even try to stop, because stopping was too much of a challenge. So I'm going to take like a vacation, a social media vacation. I'm going to wait till everybody got this, so that I can escape from the marketing, from the injectable marketings, because it was really annoying to me. So and now I think it's not so much anymore people poking fun. I'm telling you, it's brutal. I mean, the reason why I could handle that massive, because I live in a small island. Yeah? The reason why I could handle that amount of abuse and mocking online that there is when you refuse to get the injectables, the reason why I could do it, the reason why you could call me a donkey and say that I'm stupid and like put all this show, is because if I wasn't as smart as I am, if I wasn't as intelligent as I am, if I wasn't, if I didn't have like the education I had, I probably would have been bullied into submission. I probably done what the pop-up marketing, I would probably succumb, because it was crazy. I mean, I don't know how they managed to do this. I mean, it was crazy. Like, I refused to go internet, even if I would visit like a website, just normal websites. All the ads on the website would be, because I'm in Curacao, I'm on this island, and in these days, they were like with this jab marketing, trying to promote everybody getting it. So even if I refuse to go online, on social media, even if I would look at the website, I would see all these things, ads every 5 lines, you would see this article about something. You would like 5 lines, then bam, a picture of come do this. You know, I have my favorite place that I used to go to at the stadium, where I used to go to have go for a walk. So it's like less than 5 kilometers. Like, I think for people in America, miles, it would be like less than 3 miles. I could go to the stadium that's very close to my house. Like, even when Nicki Minaj came here, I mean, I could sit in my living room and listen to the whole show. I mean, so you have got the stadium very close to my house. I would always enjoy go walk to the stadium, walk around the stadium, and go walk back home. That's something, like, I'm not like huge exerciser, but that's something I enjoy doing in the morning. Have my cup of coffee, go have a walk, and come back home. Even that wasn't comfortable anymore, because they made like the stadium, they made it like a place to do this. So if you want to, you cannot walk anymore, because they put tents there, and there were like lines. So even then I couldn't go for a walk. That's why when I started with engaged Reiki, and I started doing Reiki in the group, because since I couldn't go for a walk, then at least then I could do that. And so that was like they were on and on and on and on, and it was crazy. But I'm going on a tangent. My main what I wanted to say is avoid mainstream media and social media. Okay, mainstream media is for, I mean, most people I know don't even do that. I know at least the people around me have enough sense not to do that. I've got a squirrel moment again, because everybody knows that these people are only about instilling fear. And because of my life, I've never spent a lot of time watching TV, because I couldn't afford to. I mean, I've got stuff to do. Okay, I've got stuff to do. I've got life to live, so I've never had like too much time to watch. But I remember that when I was pregnant of my daughter, I was starting to watch. I was watching CNN, and every day they would show the deaths because of sharks. So shark deaths every day. I remember, because I was pregnant. That's the only time I was like home. I was like the 6th or the 7th month, and every day they would show. You know, when they stopped with that crap of showing every day the all these people who died from shark bites, when 9/11 happened. Like, I remember, like, then, because I was at the hairdresser when 9/11 happened, pregnant. And so then I remember, then they stopped with the all the showing on all the people who died from shark bites, and then they started focusing on all the people that died in that, allegedly. Okay, so and I've never thought about that, but now that I'm like more aware of certain things, I'm like, oh man, these people they're into the business of keeping people in a state of fear and being preoccupied. And after that, when they got bored of that, then it was anthrax, anthrax, anthrax. It wouldn't stop. And but now I'm realizing it. Like, after a while, I stopped with all of this, because after a while I had my baby. I had to take care of the baby. I didn't have time to watch news and be worry about those kind of things anymore. But I mean, and now I'm seeing the what's way better than before. But I need to talk about something else that I think is maybe a little bit controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway, okay? Because that's the way I feel. Okay. About social media, when I say avoid social media, I don't mean I mean like the normal standard, but I mean to that you need to limit, or it helps to limit a bit too much truthers and diggers and those kind of stuff. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be informed. I'm just saying that be mindful of your consumption of this kind of stuff. Why? Anything that's not about your empowerment is not of your business. Okay? Your main job is to empower yourself, to evolve, to meditate, to visualize, to learn hobbies, to study, to set goals and go for them, and look at courses, do things that will evolve your skills. Don't worry about whether Megan is a clone or a CGI, or if she is this or that, because it's none of your business. How does it improve your life to find out whether Meghan Markle is a clone or CGI, or if she's an actress? Okay, while you're sitting there, while you're sitting there worrying about whether she is whether she is a clone or a CGI or an actress, while you're worrying about that, she's probably, or she might, because maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but it doesn't matter. Okay, while you're worrying about that, she's at her apartment, or in her palace, sitting there, with all her servants, with all her millions, with her gorgeous looking ginger prince, who's looks so good, having fabulous sex, having her kids, enjoying her life, and you're here unable to pay your bills, worrying about whether she is a robot or a clone or a think. Okay, that doesn't matter. That's not making your life any better or worse to worry about that. And I know that what I'm saying now, I'm not gaining any friends with what I'm saying now. I know it, but I'm just telling you my honest truth. That's what I feel. Okay, that's what I feel. I'm just telling you, worry about yourself first. Okay, that's what I think. And I'm saying that to anybody else. Yes. And yes, it's important to focus on or to understand illusion. Okay, it is important to understand illusion, mind you. Okay, but it's not. But try to keep a diet. Okay? Try to keep a diet and those kinds of stuff. Worry about yourself first, and let the people who can take care of that kind of stuff, let them take care of that. Okay. You sitting in your apartment worrying about those kind of stuff is not helping in any way or form. The only thing that helps is you making yourself better, making the people around you better, improve, feel good, keep your vibration high, so that the average on Earth is high. And that's, I'm just telling you, that's how I feel. I'm just being honest here. If you feel other people can feel another way, fair enough. Just telling you how I think about this. I just feel that you cannot allow certain things to hijack your attention. Your attention should be primarily on yourself, on your community, working on your vibration, working on yourself, your knowledge. Be proud on yourself, set goals, exercise, do what you need to do to be better, so that you can be a beacon of light for yourself, for the people around you, for the world. Okay, so that's, like I said, what I say. I know it's controversial, but that's what my heart of, that's what I really feel about this. Okay, then this time I went on a little bit longer than normal. Okay, glad you agreed. Like I said, I know that what I said is a little bit not what most people think, but just telling you the truth, you know. Okay, then, or the truth about what I feel. Okay, that's just my feelings about this. Okay, then, that's it. I've been going on for longer than normal. Usually, I try to keep the shows 20 minutes long, but I really this time I went a little bit overboard. Anyway, these are like things that I think that wouldn't hurt for you to consider when you want to feel good, want to feel great. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for your patience. I mean, yes, I mean that. Yes, I've made a video about that. Okay, you're forcing me. You're tempting me to talk about something new. I'm going squirrel again. I think I made a video about where I explained that, or I talked about how to be detached. The video's name is How to Be Detached, and there I talked about I'm like in my husband is a former naval officer, and because of that we are in this club. That's the name of the club is the Veterans Club, and in the club you get to in the club you would get this because it gets subsidies of the Royal Navy and the Ministry of Defense of the Netherlands, because I'm Dutch. Ministry of Defense, you would when you're part of the club, you would get like boat trips, dinners, snack, pilgrimage, beach days, lot of nice stuff, and very affordable because it's because I'm not pam pam, I cannot we cannot go anymore. And because I have my own business and I work online, so I have my online tutor, and that's like one of the places I would go, have nice parties, cocktail parties, dress nicely, put on your makeup, and of course I feel sad a little bit like, okay, I'm missing that. But I'm like, okay, you know, sometimes that's life, you know, you cannot be attached. If you need me to do this for me to be welcome there, then I stay home. Okay, I made a video about that a couple days ago. I'm repeating myself, but okay. You know what happened? And not that I shouldn't be laughing about this, but you know what happened? The beach day, or the snack pilgrimage, that they organized. That's a snack pilgrimage in Curacao. It's a small island, and we have like a lot of snacks and snack bars, and so what they do is basically you would get into a bus, so you don't have to worry about drinks, alcohol, anything, and you go with the bus, and then with the bus you go to this snack bar, and you have your wine, and you have like snacks and stuff and drink and meet people on the snack. Then you get into the bus, then you go to the second snack. So it's like a pilgrimage, so it would go like from snack to snack and go about like something like that, is it? Huh? And we call it a pilgrimage because it's like a bar pilgrimage, okay? And you don't have to worry about the drinks. You don't have to worry about drink and drive, because the bus would bring you from the one place to the other. So that's this thing that they had, and I couldn't go. Do you know what happened? I'm like, okay, I cannot go because I don't have the papam. So fair enough. And like I said, because it's in the club, it's like you pay almost nothing, like pay like very very reasonable amount, and you would have all these lots of fun. I think yesterday or the day before, my husband told me that that they got a mail saying that the pilgrimage didn't continue because there was not enough interest for that. Do you believe that there was not interest? Probably the people most of the other people didn't have this either, so they were not eligible to participate, and so they had to stop the snack pilgrimage anyway. Okay, so just to show you, I said, okay, fine, I'm going to see that. I think the next thing up is the beach day. I'm going to ask if it's necessary. I think that if they continue with this, that you need to have this to participate, they're going to have like another day that nobody will show up, and that there's I think this will solve itself, but we'll see. I mean, I'll keep you posted. Let me see what's written here. I don't know about them, to the one or the other to decide, but I'm cool. You know, if I cannot go to the pilgrimage, I will not go to the pilgrimage. If I cannot go to the cocktail party or to the boat trip or what have you, I will stay with my ass home. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm not going to die because I cannot go to a party. Although, like I said, sometimes I feel a little bit isolated. A bit of discipline is not going to kill you. Great day, lovely Horatio. Thank you. You see? No, I'm not very brave. I'm very normal. I just don't. I'm not going to be bullied into submission. That's all. You know. And like I said, I'm lucky because, like I said, I'm smart. I feel good about myself and I'm proud of myself. So even if you call me a donkey, if I have an IQ of 126, if I graduated from Ivy League university, like the University of Amsterdam, I mean, almost cum laude. I know I'm smart. I know I'm brilliant. I don't care. You're not going to tell me, you know, you're not going to tell me that I'm a donkey because I refuse your. I'm like, come on, man. You know, to quote a very intelligent expression from a very intelligent person. Come on, man. You know, that's not going to happen. But so I was about to stop. I got seduced because of all the comments. No, that's like I'm cool. I mean, you know. Yeah, but we women are different. Like we are easier. We are easier. Like there's this thing in culture that tells you that you have to submit and thing. And like I said, it's so damn easy to be bullied into submission if you're not like. You're not going to tell me that I'm stupid because I have evidence that I'm not. Okay, I have evidence that I'm not. And what you're doing, like if instead of telling me this, I need this, because if not, you're going to, if instead you would tell me like you need to have sex with me because if not this, you would be in jail. The reason why you can do this is because it's about a shop. If the same thing would be, but it would be about something else, you need to pay me or you need to have sex with me. If not, you're not going to this party. You're not going to allow to this. And if you did that, you'd probably be in jail. So that's how I see it. Huh? So I'm not. It's not working. Like I'm like I said, but it doesn't work because I am proud of myself. I know who I am. I know who I am. I am. Okay. So you could talk till you. I'm like, don't stop. Please continue. Please continue. Yeah. And it's very difficult. Like I'm very difficult to be bullied into submission with. Like because like I said, because I know who I am. I know that you're not going to convince me of any type of foolishness. That's true. That's true. But there's the feminine energy and the masculine energy are different, and because the masculine energy is like very imposing, and usually like in Curacao, I live like the doctors that are like doing the marketing and so on. They're male, and they're like it's like I said, if you're not someone who's really proud of yourself, proud of your happy with yourself, like I'm like, okay, peace out, you know, okay, you keep saying this, this, and this, all in my inbox and so on. I'm just going to forget. I just take the app out of my phone and problem solved. Okay, I understand. I have a tutoring business. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus a little bit on this Pinterest, focus on something else, and I'm going to be fine. Okay. And one thing that important part about feeling good is when you feel good, you don't need anything. Okay. When you feel good, you don't need so much. And because I don't need so much, it makes me spend less money because I don't need all these wigs and all these weaves and all this makeup and all this closure. I don't need clothes. I don't need so much valuable stuff to convince you that I'm valuable, because I know already that I'm valuable. And because of that, I need less money. And because I need less money, I could like forego certain clients or certain stuff, and sacrifice a little bit of financial stuff and be cool, okay? Because I feel good about myself, because I'm proud with myself. So it all comes back to being proud of yourself, feel good about yourself, and handle with stuff that makes you not feel good about yourself. Take care of them step by step. And if you don't know how, ask for guidance, and I promise you, you will find it. Ask for and listen, of course, because if you ask for guidance but you don't listen, you're not going to you will not notice the synchronicities. Okay, then let me see. Yeah, sovereignty. That's all it's about. Every time you do something to try to take my sovereignty away of me, I'm like, peace, I'm out of here. Sometimes people think that I'm angry with them. I'm not angry with you. You're unforgiving. I'm not unforgiving. If being around you makes me feel bad, I'm not going to be around you. I'm not unforgiving. I'm not mad at you. It's just that being around you doesn't make me feel good, and I avoid the things that don't make me feel good. Okay, that's all. So that's it. Okay, then from 20 minutes, I'm almost busy now for 52. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to check out my website. Here it is. Check out my website. There's going to be a lot of info. Like today, probably I'm going to have time again to write. Check out my website. There are lots of stuff, and I'll make sure. Like now that the Mercury retrograde is not as bad, I'm going to see if I can write some more and put some more stuff up there, and so you can look at it. If it's not a problem for you, leave your email behind. Like I said, I'm not going to bother people by sending emails every day. I'm not going to send you an email every time I'm going live. I'm not going to send you. I'm only going to send emails when I have something important to say, maximum once a month. Maybe if I got lost for whatever reason, I will inform you. Like if I'm not online and you don't know what happened, if something happened, I will send you an email. So it's like from a close circle, people I feel that I will tell like my more personal stuff, like I wasn't being able to be online because of this, I had this problem, like those kinds of stuff, like I will share on the newsletter. So if you want to, you could go there, leave your email behind, and I will only keep you posted maximum once a month on whatever. And sometimes 2 months will pass without. So don't worry about me harassing you, sending you emails every day and so on, because I'm very conservative with sending emails, because I don't like going to the toilet, coming back and finding 50 emails in my inbox. So I'm not going to do it with anyone else either. Okay, then let me see here. Scott. People often confuse not caring for not loving. I love, I'll just don't care about the things they care about. Exactly. I don't care about certain things, and I don't care a lot about politics. I don't care a lot about certain things, and it's not because it's I don't have time for stuff that I don't have influence on. I'm only interested in stuff that I can do something about. Other things are just a waste of my time. They're low vibrational, like I said, and I've got a video about that, do's and don'ts. I don't mock politicians. I don't. When I see a politician that obviously has Alzheimer, I feel a lot of. I don't mock that. I don't find that funny, because I wouldn't find it funny as my husband. If my husband had Alzheimer, I don't find it funny if my father gets Alzheimer. So I don't find it funny when a politician gets Alzheimer. It's sad that he has all this responsibility in that circumstance, but I cannot do nothing about that either. And I feel a lot of compassion, and I hope that certain things will be sorted. I pray every day and hope that lots of things are going to be sorted. I visualize, but I don't spend too much energy on things that I have no power over. Okay, then. Thank you for staying in and listening to me, to my endless rants and babble. I really appreciate all of you, especially Scott, for all your comments, a lot of messages, Debbie, everyone who was here, Eliseo, and everyone else. Thank you, and till the next time. Bye-bye.